You're alive. Here we go. Hello, everybody.
Hello. Hey guys. This is going to be a live video chat show, arts and crafts for adults, because we like to use sharp things like scissors and needles and heat guns and hot glue guns and dangerous electrical items. So, uh, but we're also a chat room where we like to talk to everybody in the chat room as we go along. So, with that being said, I'm going to see if I can't get my YouTube on here, get to the right spot. I think that's it. So here we go. Angie, Sharon, Jassy. Good to see everybody. Hello, hello. I'm using StreamYard tonight, so we'll see how that works. And been having a lot of problems with YouTube. Don't know what's going on in their neck of the woods, but surely they're trying to fix it. I sure hope they're trying to fix it somehow. So, woohoo! Okay, now I'm going to make a list. I think I'll need to make a list for tonight. So, I've got a big piece of paper here. So, let's use this piece of paper to see what we're going to do tonight. Hi, Margaret. Come on in. Come on in. We're going to have a lot to do tonight. Got all kinds of things I'm planning on. And I'm excited about it because I like to do it. I like to do arts and crafts. So I have on my agenda tonight. I'm going to do you a flip through the doll book. I think the dolls are all done. I'm going to do a flip through an old book, and I'm going to do a flip through I call it my Coca-Cola book. It's a book that I made, and I'm really kind of waiting for our one of our new girls, Ellen. She's been asking me all kinds of questions about Coptic stitch and binding and stuff. So I want to show her some of these flip books and show her a few techniques that I've done. And then and I might as well put the fairy book on here. The fairy book. And then we're going to do our 100-day challenge prompts. We'll do that tonight. And what else do I have over here that I was going to show you? That's enough for starters, I think. I think that's all I had out for the moment. So, and I would like to try to do a Happy Mail page. Uh, I've got an envelope that I found on my desk, and I would like to use up some of these things in here. And so I'm going to randomly go through this, and you all can help me do it too. And we'll pick out a few things to put on uh, a Happy Mail page, and we'll make something out of nothing. That's what we're going to do. And there's Ellen. So I think I remembered the book that Ellen was talking about the other day. She wanted me to show again, and I'll have to find it again. It's put away, and I don't know where I put it. But I think you're talking about the totally junk journal book. I did show that book, and I did start that book with Tanya McGuire, and we did a lot of techniques in it that had things that we made to put in our books and stuff, and it was a lot of fun. And I did a series with her where I watched her every Sunday for like all summer long or something. It was like 3 or 4 months, and we made something different every time together. So, and Ellen says the Happy Bell book with the envelopes in it. That's the one I was talking about, and I've it's it's probably right under my nose, but I haven't come across it yet because I done showed it. But I do have some other things to show you, and this is the doll book that I've made. Um, it's Coptic style, and then what I did to attach it to the back of the book here is I poked. This has 3 holes for the Coptic stitch. There's 3 holes in the back of the book, and I sewed the pages to the back of the book, and they came out the holes, and then I just tied them off back here, tied them all together to put them on the in the cover, the book cover. Okay, it was just a made up way to do it, but I wanted to also show you this. I think Teresa was wanting me to show this book, Teresa, and she's probably up in the balcony. Hi, Cindy, and everybody sharing. Anybody else I miss that come in? Ellen's chatty tonight. Okay, Ellen. But anyway, this book here is a what I called my Coca-Cola box, and you can see some red on the edges of some of the pages, and it was a Coca-Cola 12 pack. There's Teresa. I'm showing the Coca-Cola box book, and she wants to make one, and I'd love to make another one too. So, but this book is made. I took the cardboard of the Coca-Cola box, and this is how big it is on all of the sides. They're the same size widthwise, and I tore them at different lengths, and then I decorated each page, but they're stacked in stair step. None of them are straight except for at the bottom. The bottom side is the only straight part. The upper side is all tethered, feathered, whatever, uh, with the raw edges. And then what I did with each page, I decorated each page, and I put different things on every single page. It looks like they all have pockets. Oh wow, look at this. This is gonna be a fun one to look at tonight. And I put pockets on every page, and scrapbook paper on every page. There's text paper, there's fabric, and I did pockets. And then the tall pages in the back, the tall pages got 2 pockets. And I've been putting ATC cards in here and different things that people have sent me. So we're going to have fun with this tonight. This one came unglued, but that's okay. That's okay. And we'll work with it. But anyway, I Copic stitched them together. And this is what Ellen was wanting to know. How do you do the binding? Well, that is the binding. You have a hard copy on the front and a hard page on the back, and then that is your book. And this is the Coptic stitch that you see. It's got a braided consistency. It looks like a little braid, and so that is what I wanted you to see. And that is the book, and it's left open. But if you want to do like I did the doll book, then you would get your cereal box, or whatever size you want to make your spine, and you would punch the holes in them, and then you would sew in and out, and you would grab a hold of the center of these, and it would be in the middle of this book, like I did this book. And I made tassels, or I had tied strings on sewed them through the 3 holes, and then I took all of the strings and tied them together back here. So that's how that happened. And you really can't see because it's pink. It's got pink dental floss on it. But that's what you do, and you can decorate it any way you want, and you tighten the knot and it stays. Of course, what do? We look at our books and then we put them away on the shelf. So it's not like they get manhandled a lot. But I'm going to have, as soon as Joe gets in here, I'll have him bring me a box. I think there's a Sprite box in the refrigerator in the garage. So I'm going to have him bring me a box, and I can start a new soda pop box. So, yeah, so that's how you do it. And there's lots and lots of videos. And Ellen, if you do, you have Messenger, Ellen? Do you use Messenger, Facebook Messenger? No. Okay. Okay. Well, let me see here. Um, it's free if you ever want to install it on your phone or your computer. It is free, and but here is I'm going to turn my thing down so I won't get copyrighted. But see the background of this right there. See the background of that book? Those are Coptic stitches back there. And it's a real cute uh there, let's see if I can get that now. You see the binding on it? There's a hard copy on the front and a hard copy on the back, but the spine is open. Those are all of the white pages. And they did a really, 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 really good job on this one. Mine's nah, I like having fun, and so mine's not going to look like that. But um, I'm not a total perfectionist. But you can do that well, and you can look up Coptic stitch binding on YouTube, and you will see all kinds of videos to look at for beginners. There's all kinds of and basically what I've been doing is for beginners. I've been teaching y'all how to do each page and how to flip and do each page, and this is fun. And I got to do it with jute, which is I don't use that very often, and I always use and I always use the embroidery thread, but a lot of people, when they buy them, they like to use the waxed linen thread, and it's a popular thing to do. So anyway, I hope that answers some of your questions, and I will get the junk journal back out again. Um, I just it just won't be today. When I come across it again, I'll set it out for you. And I know it's just real close, and it's probably right behind me. If I can probably reach it if I were to slow down and look. So, but this was the it was these were ATCs, the ATC swap. Okay, we did an ATC swap. So let's see if I can find one with a date on it. These are so cute. This is done out of a playing card. It looks like a playing card or a piece of cardboard, and it's got paper or two pieces of paper. Yeah, they're playing cards. They're deck of cards. She put two cards together. She cut out a window and put vellum in the middle. This is from Steph. Hi, Esther. See if there's a date. 21, somewhere in 21. So this was an ATC swap, and I think Cindy's doing an ATC swap this month. This was done in 2021, And here, this is from Meljoy. Meljoy is a friend of Janet Young's from London, and she made me a card. Isn't that cute? Now, you guys let me know if the computer's doing anything crazy. Let me know. And here's one with a pineapple on it, and it says, "Be a pineapple, be sweet, stand tall, and wear a crown." That's what pineapples do. All right. That was in May of 21. So here's one, and it's from Kathy D. It's from our Kathy in our group. And she's got some texture paste on there and some stamping and some sewing. She sewed around the edges. How's everybody doing tonight? Everybody doing okay? Oh, I was going to let me share the channel out a little bit here. I forget to do it. We'll go over here and go over here. Right there. And post, paste, post, and there it is. Good, 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 good. Okay. So anyway, did that. Get the chat back. Come on. There we go. So yeah, Cindy, there is more than one. Oh, I see. Cindy's talking about she's doing an ATC swap right now, I think. And I set September out because I have been so busy last month, and just I'm just trying to stay focused, keep my eye on the prize here. So okay, so I'm going to show you all of these ATC cards. So here is a zine. Oh, look at this flag. It's made on a paper clip, and this was from Xena. And Zine is starting to stream again, guys. So I've got this little zine. Let's see. She sent me this zine too. And I was putting some pictures in it. And we do zines. We like to play with zines. And I'm going to put my paper clip on here in the book. And then here is a little card. And it looks like it might be a hidden paper clip. And it is. So we can put this on here. Is that what it is? Or no, it's a zine too. It's a little 3-paged. Thought maybe it was a zine, but it's a little book. Okay, that's fine. I like that. Something we made a couple years ago, and we sit and make stuff. Here's another zine. It's a little 4-page book. And here is a card with some bling on it. And this is from Heather. This is from Heather. That was from an ATC swap from 2021. Is that the same swap? I lost track already. 21. Yep, 21. But these little zines are going to go back in here as well. That's just the first page. Oh, this was so cute. I think this was Barbara. This is from Barbara Batzer, and she made a little ATC card, and it's got like a candy. It's a piece of candy. Isn't that cute? That's cute. This looks like me. Here's another little book, a little zine book of some sort that we made. No idea. Hit stop, drop, and art. That's me. That's all me. There's a little bumblebee right there. It's wood and a ladybug and a butterfly and some real glitter. Real glitter. And then this one's from uh, um, oh, it says create with Becca. This is from Becca. So, and then here's one. It says this is from Cheryl. I feel so lucky with number 7. That's so cute. Trust your crazy ideas. Yes, trust them, guys. Trust your ideas. And this one's got a little pocket on the front with a ticket to get in so we can go to the rodeo. This is from Brittany. That's cute. And Ellen, have you made any? Hi, Brian. Glad you come in. Ellen, have you ever made ACTs before? We'll have to get you involved in our trades. And this is one of mine. We must have made a lot of zines. We can put that on our to-do list if you want to learn how to make a zine. We could do a zine trade. We can add it to one of our trades. Here's a mermaid, and this one's from Sharon Lumbar. I'll have to steal this one and when I make my mermaid book. I'll have to hunt it down and put it in the mermaid book. Here's another art card. This is from Cheryl. This is from Cheryl. I like it. It's real clicky. She put some good stuff on there. And then this one is from Angela Snyder. And look at the little butterfly on there. It's glued on there. Isn't that cute? Y'all doing okay with me doing all this? Hi, Linda. Brian, I did get your address. I mailed you something earlier I did it like Monday or Tuesday. I mailed you an envelope. So it's in the mail. You'll be getting it here. Now here's a card from Darla. And she did a Zentangle. Isn't that pretty? It's on black paper and she used a white pen. That's pretty. And this one's from Joy Mitchell. She's in the group. That's cute. I've got thunder. It's thundering all around us down here. If you hear it, it's kind of loud. So let's see who this one's from. Ooh, look at that. This is from Janice Glines. Jan, isn't that pretty? That's a good idea to put in my paint book. You know, I told you I'm trying to get. I want to paint my mailbox, and so I'm thinking of ideas of what to do, and I want to do that one, and then I've got two sides of the post box, the mailbox, and I did something in here the other day, but I don't see it. But I'm going to put. I like the way the sun is doing. So if I do a water, and then I can do uh, a circle with a circle for the uh, sunset or sunrise. And of course, I would use a palm tree instead of a regular tree, but I like that idea. So I'll put that down. Nope. Got to have something to write your ideas in. And this was another one from Joy Mitchell. I got two of them. Craftiness is happiness and art lover. Aren't they cute? It's a pair. It's a pair. And this was from Barbara Moore. She was in our group. And it's a zine of some, yeah, it's a zine. And she had all this paper that printed out some words on it. And then she folded it up to make the zine. So that's cute. Okay, this one is from Esther. Art is joy. Let's see. This one's from Rebecca. This is from Becca. Cute. And this one's from Deidre. That's cute. This one's from Zena. And a lot of them are made out of the playing cards. And they've been in here for a while because they're stuck. They're stuck. Another zine from Barbara Moore. Isn't that cute? It's got numbers on it. This one's from Becky Waters. And this this is just cardboard. This is from Renee Cole. I'm silently correcting your grammar. That would be for me. We've got about 3 more pages. Let's see here. Be Happy. This is from Tammy Wolf. Isn't that cute? And this one's from Jane Lyric. That's cute. It looks like fabric too, like silk or something. And another zine. Isn't that cool? It's jelly print paper. And I don't know why this is in here, but it's a little off of an envelope. It's just extra. I don't know why it's in there. And this one is from Renee Cole. And this one has lots and lots of fiber on it, lots of texture, lots of different things on there. She really did it up right. And I think here's one. And this is from Jane Daney. Yeah, they are. I'm going to have to make a master board. If I get time to do a master board tonight, I'll do a master board. Then I cut it up into ATC cards. That's how that works. Now this was really cute. She made an envelope out of a magazine page. And here's her ACT card. Right here. And this is from Barbara Moore. She made an envelope to put it in. And she's got a, look at that. Isn't that cute? And this is some of her ink dye. It looks like ink dye, ink art. And she drew this. She drew the sheep too. Isn't that cute? And then you put it in your own little envelope. Isn't that cute? Laugh Often. And this one's from Judy Patton. And Judy has been with me since 2021. And this is her very first ATC card that she's ever made. And I felt very honored that I have some, I get people in my room that's never done things before, and and voila. So that is awesome. That's a milestone right there. And then this one's from Mary Altier, Glow, and it's a nighttime flower that blooms when on a full moon. It blooms once a year. It's one of those nighttime flowers. And this one's from Janet Nash. And of course, she likes to sew. She likes her needles, sewing up the things. And then here's one more ATC. And I have no idea if I made them or if somebody else made some. I have no idea. No name on it. So, and this one is from Nettie Munson, our good friend Nettie. That's cute. And I ripped the back of it off, but I can glue it back. This is also from Nettie. Cute, cute, cute. And I tore that off, so I'm going to glue it back down. I'm going to glue it back down. I can do a repair. It's stuck. Okay. Goes in there. And then this is just a piece of a butterfly that I had is stuck in there. That's just something I had on my desk. And then this is another uh, zine, and I don't remember making it, and I don't see any names, but it's pretty. So that's the last of that. So this is my Coca-Cola box book, and I love it. I had so much fun making it. I had so much fun ink. I did so many layers on it. Um, I'd ink the edges, and then I would glue pockets on each one, and then I would glue papers down, and then I would do several things to it before you sew the pages together. And then after you sew the pages together, then you get to fill it up. And then when you put the spine on the back, or when you do the stitching, you can put beads, and you can do uh, make a tassel on it. And it doesn't have to be a tassel of beads. It could be a tassel of fabric as well. And but that is 2021 ATC swap. So that's a keeper right there. But I got it all flat on the bottom, and the sides are the same sides. The sides are the same size, and then the top parts, I I tore them off on a staircase so that they would be feathered like that. Did that on purpose. Just thought it gave it character. So we'll put that back over in the storage. So uh, did I show you all of the dolls yet? We might as well go through the dolls. This is from the doll trade last month, and I believe that Judy Pat no Joyce sent me this. Joyce sent me some of these paper dolls, and I made copies of it because I thought she was so cute. And then this was from, I think, Margaret. She sent me a bunch of copies of uh, stamps that she bought, and then this came out of a coloring book, and so it got put in the doll book. And there's some more of those little girls. So I got those there. This was from Marty, our kung fu doll. Hi, 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 hi. And this is from Cindy. She's got a pretty lacy dress. Bling. She's got bling. See if I can get Kung Fu Marty back in there. This is from a pattern that I had in my stash, and I took the girls off the front of them and put them in the doll book because they would make really good dolls. All you would have to do is put them on some cardstock, glue them on a cardstock, and then fussy cut them out. And when I buy patterns, I try to get them where they're not touching each other or overlapping each other. See, now here I could divide the elbow and the arm. I'd have to divide the elbow and the arm, down the middle, but everything else is separate on each one of these girls. That's the way I look when I look at the pattern. That's what I try to get when I pick those out. And then somebody sent me this. I don't have a name on it. I forgot who sent it. That looks like the little Campbell kids. And here's one here. This is from Esther. And she looks like she was an old card, a greeting card, a Valentine card. And she put it on black cardstock. Then Fussy cut her out. This one's from Judy. And this is from a seed catalog. Her skirt is from a seed catalog. So it's fun to make them. It's fun to make paper dolls. And this was one I found on my desk the other day, and it's washi tape. And then I just put a head on the top of it, and that's what it is. That's all it is right there. But that was from me. This one's from Anne. She gave me some paper dolls. A little family. Here's another one of the patterns that I got. And they are, other than her arm and her arm, but you can see just, and her foot, but you can see you can see all of this one, all of this one, and all of this one. And you could probably find another arm to use for that. But anyway, I try to get the pictures on the patterns where I can cut them apart for dolls. That's how I'll do that. And this is out of my doll book that I have. Um, it's a it's an old timey doll book, and they're over in the shelves over there. But it's a doll that I found, and so she's in here. I think she's a ballet person or some kind of fancy person. And then this is from Esther. Isn't that cute? She put it on black cardstock and then she cut it out. And it's two different pieces. The dress is a piece, and then her head is a different piece. That looks good together. This one's from Judy. And she used an embroidery, looks like a pillow of some sort, for her dress. And this is one from that I made from Sharon Lumbar. She gave me a paper doll book, and I cut all the paper dolls out of it, and that's what I've been sending back. Some of these. And this one's from Judy. Judy sent me several. And I gave away some of them, and I kept some of them. And this is a front and a back. And this is from Linda. And I love it. And I think it's, she said it was some scrapbooking paper. And so she glued them front to back together and did that real well. She did a great job. Here's another one that I got from Sharon that I made. And this one's from Judy. She spoiled me with dolls this year. I should have sent some of them out, but I think I got it later. This is from Linda and Tim. This one's Tim. He's at the beach. And here's another cute one from Judy. Esther sent me the soup dolls. Okay. And here's another pattern. But they look cute in the paper doll book. Got to get creative when you start making stuff. It comes and comes. And I've put all kinds of stickers and things like that. So this one came from Esther. Thank you. Let's see. Did I show you this one yet? I think I did. I don't remember getting her out though. This was a coloring page that I had. The dress was a coloring page, and I didn't color her, but I had her arms, and her arms are two different girls, and then her head, and I cut her hair out and put the hair over top of her dress on the front. And then this is like a little bracelet I found in a magazine for her belt, and she's got on shoes. And this one's from Judy again. Judy, Judy, Judy. I did do Judy. Okay. This one is from Sharon's book that I made. I showed you these and these. This one's from Esther, and this one's from Judy. And here's another one from Linda, front and back. That is cool. And this was from Margaret. I like that. And then I got a postcard from Janet Nash, and she's got the Campbell kids on the middle of my card. So I had to put it in here. And here's my kitty cat doll. And that is from Esther. I made this one. And I loved it. I loved it. I thought I did good on it. She's catching stars and putting them in her jar. And then I made this little doll. This was a stamp. And this is from Doretha. And here's another one of Sharon's dolls. This one's little Sally. And then this is a stamp that somebody sent me in the stamp trade. And this one is so cute. Look at this. This is from Belinda. And another little doll from Sharon that I made. This one's cute. It's all music paper and lace. This is from Stephanie. And look, she put her little shoes right there. She's got little shoes, and she's got long hair. Woohoo! This is from the stamp trade. And this is, oh, that goes up here. And here's another one that I had out of my ballet book. And here's a nurse from Doretha. I love the nurse. I was in nursing all my life. And these are some printouts of the kids. So they're cute. They're in here. This one was cute. This one's from Ginger, Pam. And another one from Sharon's book. Another one from Sharon's book. Here's some more clothes. I've got two outfits to put on these two little girls. They've got their their undergarments on, so they here's the clothes for here's their clothes. I didn't I didn't get them made up. They're there, and that's the back of the book. So that's the doll book. There we go. So hi Cynthia. Hi everybody. Janet family made it in. Hi Janet. Probably missed a few of y'all. I'm sure I did, but hello, hello. My email. I can give you my email. So I'm gonna put the doll book and uh this is the final show of the doll book. So it's got to go in the on the bookshelf now. So that's the end of the doll trade. So now um, we're doing hidden pocket trade next. So I do need to show you how to do the hidden pockets demo. I can do that real quick, and it's not too late to sign up for them if you need to sign up for it. If you don't have your names, let me know. Tell me right now. If you don't have your names, then I'll give you your names who you're trading with. So we did the doll book, and we did the Coca-Cola book. So it was a lot of fun, Linda, and I had so much fun making the book. Oh my gosh. I just went nuts over the doll book. Had so much fun making it. Uh, so um, so let's do the hidden pockets. Let me show you how to do a hidden pocket real quick. So you take two pieces of paper. You're going to cut three pieces. It's on the other piece here. You're going to cut three pieces of one paper. Two of them are going to be bigger than the third one. The third one's going to be uh, inside the rectangle. Okay, and you take these two and put them together, and you either glue them all the way around or sew it all the way around. I zigzagged it a little bit, did a little stitch on it, and then we find a picture to put on top. And dang on it, I think I used all my pictures. I had some pictures here the other day, and I think I've used them all. So we get to find one. Oh, I got a new magazine today. Joe gave me this magazine. Let's see if we can find a picture to go on here. It could be anything of anything you want. It could be you could put an air conditioner on it if you want. But I want something else, and I don't need anybody blowing their nose on it. No, don't need that. Don't need that. There's a cute little dog. But I'd like to have a another person, a bigger person. Let's see if I got another magazine over here that I think I would like to get out of. This is an AARP magazine that we get, and I found Jamie Lee Curtis picture in it, and I used her a couple times. Here is a lighthouse. You could put a lighthouse on your page. I thought that would be cute on your pocket. And then maybe something beside it. Something beside it. cut that edge off there. So we can rehearse and put that on there. That'll be all right. I'd like to find something to go right beside it. So it either has to be a little person or a couple. Here's a couple at the beach. They would look good in front of the lighthouse. That's where they're going. They're at the beach. That's what we'll do. We're going to make them at the beach. And they can either be in front of or behind the lighthouse. They could be going towards the lighthouse. You see, they could be going towards it. And I can just do a little thing like this. And do a little thing like this. And I can do that. There we go. So there's our two pictures. So we're just going to glue these down. Like that. And then put this one here. Like that. What do you think? It looks okay on the front. So I'm going to take and smooth that out. So you get two pieces of paper, sew them or glue them together, and glue a picture on it. Okay? Now we're going to make the pocket. So we're going to cut the top of it off about right there. There's no right or wrong. So here's the top part. And that's okay. We don't need that piece of paper. And then in here, in the top part, we're going to put our journaling card. And we're going to put it in here like that. And then this is going to go, I'm going to glue it. Just going to glue it down a little bit here. Just enough to tack it on there. That'll hold it. So that goes up in the lid, the top part. And now this goes back down into the pocket. And this is your card for the hidden pocket part. So there is your journaling card, and that is your hidden pocket. And you put it together like a puzzle, and you can't tell. So what I like to do with my card on the inside, I like to get another little piece of paper of some sort. Anything will do. So I'm just going to use this little piece of paper right here, and I'm going to glue it down the very edge of it, just the very edge of it. And then we're going to glue it down. And this is going to be a tuck spot. So it's just going to be a little tuck spot right there. And then it'll go inside your hidden pocket. So now you get to put something in the tuck spot. So it's kind of wet. But I like to take a sticky notepad, and you cut them in half, and you make a little tablet here. And on the back of my card, I can put this right there, and it will stay there. And you can put your Christmas list or your grocery list or a little note to yourself so you don't forget. And then I like to put some prizes in, and I'm going to put some of these stickers here in there, and I can stick them up under the top a little bit or fold it down so that they'll fit in the pocket there. And then I've got this little card, and I'll save this for the next one. Okay. And then we'll see what else we can find on my desk to use as well. So this will be, I'll do this next week. So you can take and put a couple of these are Twinchies, and they are ready to decorate. And you could put something like that in your tuck spot with your stickers. And you can put a cute little picture in there of a bird. What else I got over here? What else have I got over here? So this is a good word to put in here. Grow, because of water the water uh, cans, watering cans. So we're going to put that in there. And then that's our happy mail. And that's our hidden pocket. So it is ready to go, ready to trade. Now, did anybody say anything about them wanting their names? And I may have. Oh, let me go ahead and put my email in there too. Just a second. Uh, I didn't see anybody. If you did, if you need your names for your trade, let me know. And here is my email. It's Beth's Joe 0 at gmail.com. There's my email for Ellen. She wanted to email me because she didn't have Messenger. Hi, Donna. Hi, everybody coming in. Hello, hello. So, if anybody needs anything of what they, if you need any questions, oh, a good idea to use with my speech kids next Tuesday. Okay. Oh, okay, Ellen. Okay, Ellen. She's going to send me her address. So I can go ahead and before that rolls off, they say I could go back and remove it. There we go. So anyway, the idea of the hidden pockets is to keep it flat and it'll mail flat. We want it to mail flat. If you put heavy stuff on it and make it fat, then you're going to be mailing it as a package. And that's not what I want to do. I want it to go in a flat envelope. So there's a one ready to go when they start coming in with the pockets. Okay. And yeah, Ellen, do you have Facebook? I know she doesn't have Messenger, but do you have Facebook? Clean my mess up. And the next thing I'm going to do is I got some little stuff right here that I want to put into my map book. Oh, okay. Okay. Thank you, Ellen. Yep. And I will accept you when I get off. I'll look for you when I get out of here. And then you'll be in the group and then we can teach you how to get into the features to look for our address file. And when you do play with our swaps, then you have all the address. You have your addresses. Everybody can look up your addresses. So that's how we do that. So I did make a map book last month, and so we're starting to fill it up. And what I do is I find things on my desk and in my stash and out of my uh, things that I have over here, and I find little pictures and little things that people have sent to me, and then I put them. I'm going to put them in here as a glue book. So I've got some things to put in the book, and there's more over here. That's not the only one. It's not the only thing. There's a kitty cat I could put in, and little pieces of papers. There's a heart. Let's see what else I got down in here. I got some little pieces of paper that people have sent me, tickets and ephemera. This is called ephemera, and that's what I do. I use them and use it and start gluing on the pages. So we're going to put that right there. So hi, Brenda's here. Hello, Brenda, honey. Hi, everybody. Glad to have you all here. So this was my Texas map, and I cut it up, I zigzagged it and folded it and made it into this little book. And it's a Texas map book. So add some more ephemera. Put a little kitty cat in there. So that makes that page look good. That didn't stay. Oh, I know why it didn't stay. It's got some lace underneath it. So I'm gonna reinforce it with a little bit of hot glue here. There's a little piece of lace, and it doesn't stick to glue on paper to lace. Doesn't stick very good. It takes a while to dry. All right. So this is just going to take me a few minutes to piddle through. And we are going to do our 100-day challenge of prompts. Steph remembers everything. We could just let her be in charge of that. She's in charge of the memory. I've got sometimes disease. And then this little page, I'm going to trim. Like that. And I'll have to find a page with nothing on it to put it down. I can put it on right there. Like that. And we're going to put that little thing on there. Just a little something, something. So we're going to put this right there. And we can trim. Looks good. Ooh, that's going to look good. Okay. Put that on there. We've got to do what to get rich, but I never want to do what there is to do to get rich. If at first you don't succeed, you're probably lucky. I don't know what that means, but that's what it says. We'll just put this in the book. And we will just put this in by itself. Maybe like that. Yeah, I'm probably lucky enough to win the lottery. But you got to play the lottery. But then I got to play the lottery. Yeah, buddy. Here's an empty page. We're just going to put that down there. And we're going to put this on there. I don't know really what that means, but we're going to put adventure. We're just going to use the word adventure. And it'll fit right there. Oh, that'll be a great spot for it. The doggy is going swimming. All right, so that's I glued in this book. It's getting fluffy. It's getting fluffy. So let me put my rubber band around it. Oh, I got little Debbie to put in it yet. Hold the bus. We'll just put her in the corner down here. We'll put it right here. It'll strengthen the edges there. Everybody likes a little Debbie. Now, this I want to put in the fairy book. So I've cleaned my desk off again. So I've got the fairy book right here. So let's do a quick flip of a few pages in it. And I've already did a little bit of work in this book today. So I'll show you what I did. I put some stickers in and a little bit of paint. I put the stickers on the front of the book. So there's more the fairy stickers I found the other day. So I thought they looked cute on the front of the book. And there's a fairy. I put that one in. right there. And I didn't do anything there today. I didn't do anything there. This is a kind of a yellow page. Something will hit me and I'll know what to do. But I did this girl here. I glued her down and I painted behind her, and I painted her wings in a blue metallic. It's not too shimmery, but the back is. The back is shimmery, shiny. And then she's holding a fairy. So, if y'all have anything for me, type in caps for me. So I did that today earlier, and I got a couple more stickers I haven't used yet. And I want this one to go in here somewhere. I could put it right there at the bottom of that page. And then I can paint it or something. Or something. I'm just going to put it right there. So, and I've got a couple of markers over here that I could use to paint her with. Let's see if we can paint something. It's kind of a little mushroom house of something. Can y'all see me? Like that. Do a little bit every day and you will get it done. Lickety split. Okay. There's that little house right there. A little job in the fairy book. And I still have two more fairies. We're going to do something with this one when when I get the notion. It's a work in progress. And you can take any book and alter a book. This was a used book, so there's no disrespect to the book and to the author and all that. This was a secondhand book, so it had already been used once, and I'm giving it a second life by altering the pages and doing art in this book. So that's how that goes about. That's how that is. That's what that's all about. So I'm just going to stick these little fairies in here in the middle somewhere to be used. And but if I do something every day, I'll get it done. See, I did this one day. And I guess I could do what I can do now is before I glue her down all the way, I could add a little bit more paint around there. And I think I'm going to I'll go ahead and try a little bit tonight and see what kind of magic I can do. So I'm going to just add a little bit of paint right here and a little bit of paint right there and a little bit of paint right there. Just a little tiny, tiny dot. And I'm going to take my brush, this brush, and I'm going to hold this up and I'm going to go out like the sunshine. It's a yellow background as it is. So I'm just going to do a little bit more. And then it'll look like a behind her leaves going out. It's more. It's like the sun rays or something going out behind her. That's what it's all about right there. So you see how I did the background and blended in a little bit. So now all I have left to do is to continue to glue it down. So we're going to try this. And then you take a credit card and you squish it all down that direction. Like that. And it made the background look better. It's not the best, but it's better. So I put a little bit more glue on there and I'll smush it out again. Just for good measure. Okay. Hi, Michelle. Howdy, everybody. So I'm going to put this aside, and I am going to put this, I'm just going to put the date on it. Today's the 30th, guys. Where's the 0? Is that the 0? I don't know. I can't see it. That's it. So we finished it on that date. Actually, it's a 9. It's a 9. I want it to be a 0. There's a 0. We know there's not 39 days. If somebody sees that in the future, we can say, ah, you found the error in the book. There's something wrong in the book. Now you found it. Oh, well, there you go. So I'm going to let this over and let it dry. And that book is coming along quite nicely. So are you all ready to do your prompts? And I did print out some more. I found another page of fairy, what I thought would be fairy words. And there's charm and fantasy and sparkle and wishful and bedazzled and dreamy. There's a bunch of words in here that I think I just printed out for the fairy book. So I'll stick it in the front of the book. So that'll be nice. We can use some of those words on some of the pages. So, oh boy, we did the fairy book. We're right on schedule, and we did that. We added might as well add the map book because we did the map book too. Lots of books. We did the map book and we did the fairy book. I've got an old book over here I want to flip through before we leave tonight, and we're going to do the 100 Days of Prompts next. So let's. These turned out really cute, so we're going to use this page and this page. It's 56, 57, 58. That's an 8. And this will be 59 and 60. Woohoo! Way to go. Way to go. So, I have prompts from 1 to 132. And I need 20 words. 20 prompts. And if you don't want us to call out a number, you can call out the prompt that you want me to use. Just call it out. Go. It's a race. See how fast we can get them out. Fabric. That's a good one. And stamps. And a wild card. What will we do? What will we do? Napkins. Very good. Book pages. And a tea bag. Trim, lace or trim. And 35 is green and yellow. And stamps again, and I'm going to put that over on the second page. And we can use ink stamps or we can use postage stamps. Actually, I think there's a postage stamp on here. And 63. Ink. $121 is a tab. Page tabs. Like the whale's tails. And 48 is a quote. And a border. And 33 is white. And 80 is something on the left. I need 5 more. Oh, bling, 4 more. Sorry, I didn't mean to miss it. And we've got more fabric. Dots and a flower. One more. And number 2 is a stencil. Okay, that's all. Thank you, guys. That's good. So I'm going to get another piece of fabric out. I've got to have some for two parts, and we're going to divide our page in half. I think would be the best way to do it. Oh, I need for Jassy to take a picture. And I'll go ahead and post it in the group in case somebody else wants to play along later. And while I'm here, I'm going to go squirrel. I want to show y'all some. I want Joe caught Nora today. She came inside. She was wet, so he grabbed a towel and grabbed her. She weighs 40 pounds. She's heavy. She's she's black. She's like a bear. And then this is my grandmother and my aunt. And I'm going to say in the 50s, 1950s. Isn't that awesome? Look at those hats. This is a pill hat. It's stacked up. Must have been Easter. That's my family. Anyway, I thought that was cool. All right, back to the work. I'm gonna go get some fabric while I'm over there. Maybe find a napkin, lace and trim. Okay. Let's see what we can do. So, what do I want to get? I'm just going to do random. I'm just going to do random. And a napkin. And I'll get it out of the book. Some lace and trim over here. Okay.
Here we go.
There's 2 pieces of fabric. Okay. So, what do we want to do? That'd be cute on there. Put that on there for the water or some. It could be the waves. Or the white. I think I'll do white. I like the white. We'll use that for the lace and trims. And take a quick peek of what's in here. So we'll know what we've got for if we need to. Ooh, that's pretty and that pretty. So we don't need any more out of here. That away. So I'm going to use the lace and trim and the fabric on the first one, and then this fabric for the second one. Ooh, bonus! Look at got extras in here. Got a little piece of that. That would look pretty with it. All right. Well, let's leave that right in there. And we'll use these 2 for the bottom one. This can go back over. And a little piece of this. And we don't have to use the whole thing. What we could do is cut out, we've got ships and lighthouses. So I'm just going to cut out part of this. And like this much for the top part. This is ready to go back. So I'm going to take, we've got green and yellow paint to put on here. So I'm just going to cut out these little boats. And lighthouse. Okay. And our waves. And we've got green and yellow. So I'm going to put green and yellow down first. And this one needs white. So we'll get the green and yellow and the white. And we're going to paint. Are we supposed to do, what are we supposed to do with this book that takes its time? I don't know, Teresa. Don't know what you mean. What are we supposed to do? Some people ask me, what do I do with my books after I make them? I just put them on the shelf and do show and tell with them with you guys. Because I don't sell my books. I play in my books. We do art in my books. Behave over there. So the bottom part needed white. And I was trying to do, oh, we need a stencil too. I should have did a stencil instead of white. But I can do a stencil on top of the white. And we could do, make it like a garden. Because I've got to put in flowers and some stamps. We'll see what we can find. And we're going to cut this up and put it in there in a minute. And then this up here is going to be green and yellow. All right. Okay. Brenda's got to go out in the farm and look for Bo. He's late. He's out there fiddling around with them donkeys. They probably talked him into giving him some extra food. Yeah, that's what they've done. They've kidnapped him and said, "You're not going to leave until you give us some extra oats. We want some extra food tonight." That's what they're saying. Okay, we'll let this dry. We did green and yellow. That's what we did. I know it. He does look like a baby bear. Hi, Tammy. He does. He's so black. You can't see him in the dark at all. He's got a little bit of white across his paw on his left paw, and that's his little brace. That's her bracelet. She's got a little bracelet, and then she's got a little star on her chest. I think that's it. So let me dry this. Well, you don't have to do all of them, Esther. Just do one at a time, and then when it's over, it's over. You don't have to do all 100 of them. Oh, are you? I know. I watch the dog. Do you watch? Do you watch the dog videos? The ones, the what is it? The canine convoy with a K. It's a canine, and they're dogs, and they pick them up in the morning to go to a daycare. And then they go, "All right, boys and girls, are we ready for our treat?" And they're all sitting in the chairs on the school bus, and there's like two and three and four in a chair and a bench, and they tether them down when they drive, and she knows everybody's name, and they each get a treat. I love that video. I watch it every day. You want a challenge too? Well, just do what you can. Don't worry about it. Just do what you can. And that is a challenge. Yeah. And now there's other doggy daycares too. And they come go and get them out of the doors, and then they run and get on the bus. They know where they're going. They know what they're getting to do. And there was one that was a before and after picture. And before, when they picked them up in the mornings, they were barking and rubbing on each other, and just barking all over the but everybody was barking and goofing off, and that was when they were going to the camp. And then when they go home after their treat, they're quiet as a mouse. Not a word. They've done barked all day. So down on here, it says to do a flower, but I could do a stencil flower. Let's try a stencil flower. A stencil flower like this one. That's what we'll do. And we'll get two at the same time. I need to make a new stencil book. This book is still good shape, but my stencils are too. I have too many stencils, and there's more over here. But wait, there's more. So it's real nice and fluffy. So this is a stencil flower. So let's see if I can. Do I want to do a brush and or a sponge? I think I want to do a brush, and I think I have one. I just sort of have to hunt for it for a minute. It should be right here. Looking for a tool. Oh, I had a toothbrush one day not too long ago. I wonder what I did with the toothbrush. I don't see it. Okay. Is it back there? Nope, it's not back there. Okay. Plan B. Plan B. I need something to put something on for this stencil. I've got this gold stuff rub. I could use some of that. Here's a flat brush I can use. So let's try that. Okay. So I'm going to put some, we'll try to use this. This is a kind of a goldy, coppery wax. And I'm just going to like go in circular motions in this stencil and see if it'll work. So, yep, it's working. So this will take me just a few minutes to get it going because it's kind of slow, but we'll get it. White. And this is something from my left. Got a brush, a new brush. We got to get a napkin out. How we doing on time? 7:45. Doing pretty good. We're doing good. I still got a book to show you at the end. That'll be my. I'm tired. I don't want to do anything else. I can flip through a book. I was hoping Joe would get back in here, but he's outside. Him and Janelle are out in the garage goofing off. All right. How's that look? See the it stuck to the paper right through here and here and here. So it's glued onto the stencil. So that's why that's not uh, got anything there. We'll just put some other stuff there. Okay. That's what we're going to do with that. That is water soluble, so I put it in the water. So let me do a napkin. And it has to be maybe something with the ocean or water or bubbles. If I got something, I got more napkins than these. But oh look, we might be able to use a seahorse. We can do that. All right. We can do the seahorse. That's what we can do. There's a dinosaur. There's an army camo, and we've got drippage. That would be pretty behind the wall as water. Oh, we'll make do with those. We'll just make do. We'll make do. Okay, it's enough of that. Put that away. Get that ready. So we're not going to use all of these, but we're going to see what we can use. Sit back and relax. I think I'm just going to use one of the seahorses. That's a napkin. That's part of a napkin. So that's just the way it's going to be. So we don't need that, but we will take the back off of it like that. So that'll be the napkin part. We can stick this back in the napkin book for another day. Okay, so we've got the fabric for both, and we've got the lace. There's fabric and fabric, and we've got the napkin, and we've got the green and yellow, and we've got the lace. So, oh, this would be a perfect page. This for the whale's tails tabs. So that would be good. That's going to be good. So I've got to still have some book pages. And I think I'm going to do book pages, stamp, and ink on the same prompt. That's going to be the very same prompt. Let's see here. Used to have some book pages right in through here. Oh, who was it that wanted to see my Bible journaling? Somebody wanted to see how I do my Bible journaling the other day. I can't remember who it was. Let's see where they are. Who it was? Leah Wood. Okay, I'll show you my Bible. I'll show you. It was Michelle Glitter. Does anybody know her? Go and tell her to come in, so I can get her in here on it too. So I'm going to stamp something, and I've got a mermaid over here I could use. Is she still out? Got a couple of stamps over here need to go put up, and there she is. She's just right here where I left her. So we'll stamp this on the book page. Thank you, Esther. I would love to have a border collie, a little one. Do they come in big or small sizes, border collies? They're kind of a medium sized dog, I think. Now we've got to have a tea bag in here. We'll get it in here. Don't you worry, none. No, just one size, border collie. I love little border collies. They are so smart. I was looking at some family pictures, and my grandmother she had a toy poodle, and I would love to have a toy poodle too. Because I'm thinking about getting another dog, but I just don't know if I have the energy to do the work. But it would make me get up and move. So there's my stamp, my ink, and my book page. We're going to have some fancy smancy stuff on this one. I'm telling you. This is fancy smancy. So I love her. It is then suggested that some have a very strange name for the apostle it into couldn't really read it. There's that one. So I still have to have a tea bag. I'm gonna get one of these over here. Okay. So, oh, you guys, I'm going rogue. Okay, I'm going rogue. Here we go. We are going to put some glue down, and this is going to be the bottom of our ocean. And the T is going to be our sand. Shoot, where's my needle? It's over here somewhere. Australian shepherds, yes. Yes, that's what I was thinking about. But what'll happen is I will get a rescue dog. I'll just go get a rescue dog, and it'll be like whatever I see is what I get. That's how I got Abby. All right, let's see if we can get some gluage out of here. Let's try that. This is just going to be some creative tea. So I'm going to take everything off of the book because I'm going to pick it up in a minute. And so I open the tea bag. And I'm going to snip the bottom off. And I'm going to spill it on here like embossing powders. Oh, it smells so good. I just love the smell of tea. It has a nice smell. So there's our tea. Now, what do we need for the bottom part? What do we need down here? We're going to put some, we did the flower stencils. I can circle them off. I did something from the left. I used that new brush. I did the white. I got a stamp and a quote and a border yet. Okay, that's all right. I'm going to just tap this off into the garbage can. Give it a good strong tap. There's our C. Look at the bottom of the C. So we've got our stamp. We're going to have our waves. This is our waves. I'm going to use my hot glue gun for this one. Better get another glue stick. Like that. And we're going to put this down in the glue. Like that. There's our waves. So we've got our book page and our fabric, our ocean, and we got to have our lighthouse. I found 3 ships, but I found the, what did I do with them? They gotta be here. They've got to be here. I swear I don't see them. The lighthouses. If not, it's just going to be 3 ships. Here's one over here. Here they are. Okay, I found them. So we got the lighthouse over here. We're going to have and we got to have the seahorse. Oh my gosh, what did I do with the seahorse now? Oh, heavens. I hear a kitty cat. I haven't seen her for 2 days.
Right.
Okay, as soon as I find this seahorse, I can get another one. I don't see it. Here it is. Whew. But that's fine. So we may not be able to get everything on the page, but we'll try. We'll try. We'll give it a try. So here's my list. I'm going to glue that one there for sure. And this, and we'll put her in there that way. Because we want to. So we got the stamp and the ink. And I got to get my whale's tail out. I think that's on backwards. It is. It's on backwards, but that's okay. I'm not gonna judge. No judging here. And our seahorse, I'm gonna glue it down because it's a gluable thing. Heavens to Betsy! I know it's here because I used it. I've been using it. Right there. So let's put the glue on the back of the seahorse. Gotta be careful with the napkin. It might, it might tear. It's delicate. All right. Oh, it's looking to be cute now. Look at that. Okay. So that's all I see of that. So we used your stamps. We got a wild card. What else do we need on here? We did book pages and the tea bag, and we did the ink. So we've got the page tabs and the wild card, and we could use the wild card for maybe something by the sea or something sea shape. I've got some sea words up here by the sea words, and let me get my whale's tail out and find a piece of a paper that would be good for the whale's tail. we're going to make it. Found some paper over here. Okay, hi, Lynn. Anybody else come in late? Brenda? Oh, I need Michelle to come in here. Michelle Glitter. Anybody know her? Go tell her to come in. I'm going to show her my Bible journaling. It's stuck. Hey, Joe. How do I get it released? Come on, release. Well, if I can't get it apart, I'll have to get Joe to get this apart for me. Okay, well, she might not be here, but she can watch the replay of it. Okay, Esther, I'll tell her to watch the replay. Thank you. Oh, there's a lock. Oh heavens to Betsy. I wonder what that's for. No wonder it wouldn't release. So anyway, I'm going to cut off 2 of these whale's tails. What am I like? Huh? What am I like? I was sitting there banging, carrying on. I was getting ready to tell Joe to come in here and fix it for me. He's my handyman. So, did you all think about something we could do for the wild card, or we're going to do the words for it? Use it for words. Let's see if I got any C quotes left over from the past. I know I have it. It's also printed in blue ink. Some of it. Life's a beach. We just need the beach. Never know. We can write it out on a piece of paper and put it on there. Breathe in the sea. We're getting warmer. By the beautiful sea, beside the seaside. By the sea, by the sea, by the beautiful sea. You and me, oh how happy we'll be. My mother used to sing that. She did. So I'm going to put by the beautiful sea. And I'll trim it out a little bit. And then that page is complete. Perfect. So let me get my glue. It fits right there. Mm-hmm. And then we're going to get our whale's tails. And we're going to put one right there. And one right there. So there's our tab. All right. We'll just hang on to that for a minute because I think we're going to need it again. So we did everything. Oh, we need something wild. Oh, the wild we used by the sea, the words. Okay, that's what we did. We used words. Okay. Okay. All right. Now, the second one, let's finish it up. So we've got to have a quote. We've got to have a border. I can use, I think this is empty, but the black one still has some ink in it. So let's use this to make a border. Now, come on. It has it worked the last time I used it. Heavens to Betsy. What are you going to do? What are you going to do when they come for you? Looking for a little needle that will go down in there like that. I think that'll do it. Evidently not. Well, it went in there and it went in that direction. How about this direction? I'm doing just a little bit of surgery here. Oh, I see the problem now. We got us a clog. Like that. It's a paint goober of some sort. Let's see. What have I got? There we go. Get all that out of there. It's clogging it up. And it's black, and I can't see down in there because it's black. But I got some stuff out. Oh, there's a big piece. doing a little surgery here. All right, we're going to let that go and put it back together. And now we're going to try it. I used it the last time when I had it out. I can't get it to come out. Okay, not going to fool with that. That's enough of that. Okay, now we're going to do a border, and we're going to do. We did the flowers. We could. I'm just going to take and just use my gel pen and outline my flowers here. And like that. We need to do some dots, and I was going to use the end of my paintbrush. Okay. So let's do something. I've got yellow and daisies to put on here for our fabric. I can make some more flowers out of it. I can try. Well, that wasn't as easy as I thought. So we're just going to make some circles out of this one. For the daisies. All right, and one more of these. All right, there we go. There's our flowers. Now, um, and we're going to do our dots. Let's see, did I get any paint out today? I don't think I did. Let's do something, maybe orange. Let's do orange. Yeah, we get to paint a border. I can do the dots for the border, around the border. So, we'll do the border with the dots. This looks cute, from big to little to little. It goes from big to little. Turns out cute. That was an accident. Okay, that's cute. We did a border. Now we can put that back over there. Put those over there. And we can glue our petals down. However they are. Got in the orange paint. Thank you, Cindy. That's a great idea. Do a border of dots. That's what we did. We got our petals. Now, we got to have some more bling. Stamps. So I did do, oh, I was going to do, I could use this flower stamp. I used these in the fairy book tonight. And we can do this. And get this one. And we can put some flowers. With our stamp. Like that. Like that. They are. They're working out cute. Better. I'm getting better and better. You think I can do every one of them this good from now on? We're sure gonna have to try now. We gotta try and do the best we can. We gotta try. So there's our flower. So that was good. I've used it twice today. Okay, let me see about circling this off now. I just got to get a quote. We did the border and some bling. We did put a little bit more bling on there. And I'm going to use nail polish. Hi, Doretha. How we going on time? We doing good on time? All right. So I'm going to put this in the middle. This is a metallic green nail polish. And so every one of the flowers are going to get a little bling. I don't think we have nail polish on our prompt list. I need to add nail polish. Okay. And then the words, and then we're done. So I got the words out. So let's find the words, and we're done with this. So let's see, what do we want to say? We can say focus on the good, be courageous, good things take time, no guts, no story, do what you love. Does anybody anything that good things take time? Okay. That's what we're going to say. Right on schedule. We're doing good. This, of course, we're doing two games really at the same time. We'll add nail polish to our prompt list. Wherever it is. It might be in the. Is it in here? Yep, it is. It's in the fairy book. I need to rewrite this. Didn't need a zipper, huh? Nope. We found something else for our wild card. But I'm going to put zipper on here. That would be 135. Okay. Now, let me put the words away. I got an old book to show you. You haven't seen it in a long time. I found it. It wasn't where I thought it was. It was in someplace else. We put the date on this. I don't think we need the other ship. That ship has sailed. And the other lighthouse, we just used the one. So that's just all there is for that. Okay. Now, I have to put this up. Put my pen in there. Put my lid on the glue stick. Okay. I think I'm doing all right. I'm going to put that back up. So, put the date on these. It's been stamped. Ta-da! August the 30th. they came out really good. Just takes me a while. So this, I like this. This is probably my favorite one because we've got the waves going there and the sand. So let me get a little picture of that to put with the prompts. All right, I'm just gonna leave this open, let it dry a little bit longer, and let's see. We got to do a Happy Mail page. Okay, I'm gonna do a Happy Mail page. Find my book. It's gonna be a quickie. It's gonna be 15-minute Happy Mail page, and I can do it. No, it's not that book. It's this book here. Okay, so I am going to put down some color as fast as I can. As fast as I can. And it's going to be kind of like a big a cluster. It's going to be like a cluster. Like a cluster. As fast as we can. Okay, let's get that to dry. We can do it. We can do it. 15-minute Happy Meal page. And after I do this, I'll show you my Bible real quick, and then I'll show you the other book that I have, an oldie but goodie book. We're getting there. I keep adding to it, but we're getting there. So in my stash over here to the right, I have some pictures. I don't care for this is something for Halloween. Nevermore. What else we got over here? We got this page. And we've got some Braille paper. We could use a piece of Braille. We can use that. We got a book in here. Let's see. This is another piece of paper that I think we could use part of that. Like that. We're just grabbing it out of the Happy Mail thing. This was given to me. Some matte paper as a homemade envelope. Somebody made me that. Oh, we've got this girl here. She can be sitting right there. Perfect. Yep, that's what we're going to do with that. Just happened to find her in here. And we're going to put that there. And we've got some labels. So I'm going to go ahead and start gluing. We'll put some white glue on there. Let's get this one down first. So it's going down in the middle. So, oh, is Michelle here? Okay, Michelle, I'm going to show you my journal, my Bible journal, after I do this 15-minute Happy Meal page. And Leah, is Leah still here? She wanted to see it. We've just been busy tonight with everything. So this is how you do a Happy Meal page. You just put a bunch of things down that you like. And it becomes happy. I think I got that upside down. May 31st. So there's that. Just gluing things down, making it pretty. It's a collage. I found some more girls. These can go in the girl book, but that's all right. We're not gonna worry about it. Oh, we got an ocean liner. Ooh, let's put him on there. Let's go on a cruise. I'll let you all go on the cruise, and then you can come home and make a scrapbook and tell me all about it. Yeah, Leah, hang on. I'm going to do the journal next, the Bible journaling. I'm not going to make a page, but I am going to show you the book. So, things like this. Can go like that. Like that. And like that. Just make a little cluster. And it just goes good. So let's keep going. That's Halloween stuff. This stuff was over here on the other end of the desk. And yeah, there's another picture of that. We'll put that up there. Okay. Just a few more minutes. There's a couple of dogs. I'm putting the dogs on there too. We can get some washi tape. Add a piece of tape there. Add a piece of tape there. Add a piece of tape there. How's that? That looks good. So use some washi tape. We got some more ribbon and lace. We got some other tags. We could get the tickets. Get another ticket on here. And maybe a little bit of ribbon. Do we want to brighten it up? Do we want to bling it up with some orange? I really would like to use that on there. That would be pretty. So what we could do is we could put this orange piece down, all the way down to here, and glue it down. And I've got glue on something up here or paint. And then we could take this and put it right on top of it and tone it down. That's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do. That's how we'll do it. So I'm going to start this out with the glue gun. Like that. And it's going to go all the way up to there. We're making a Happy Mail page. So we're just going to add some more glue all the way up to there. And there's no rhyme or reason of how we're doing this. Absolutely no rhyme or reason for it. It's just what we're doing. So this is going to go all the way up to here. Like that. And then we'll trim that off. Have I put anybody in timeout yet? I've been touching the screen. So that looks pretty good. And the only other thing I can think of is, what else? Maybe something like one of these pictures. This is Time magazine, and they're trimmed in yellow for the Time magazine. Famous issues. Oh, look, a butterfly. Woohoo! We're going to put this one down here for the Time, and we're going to put the butterfly up here. And look how that pulls it all in. And then maybe we'll get a word. Okay, so let me put this down. We'll use the hot glue gun. It's going to sit right there to bring some brightness to that corner. And this is going to go up here. Like that. Like that. And what else? We'll use that little piece of orange ribbon right there because we can. And I think that'll be it. That'll be it for that. I'll just put the date on it. There's our Happy Mail page. 15-minute Happy Mail. Right on the nose. Look at that. I think I went over 2 minutes. Okay. Now, that's right. That's right. You can collage better. This is right. This is good practice. So let me get the rest of the paint off. Let this dry. Put it over there to let it dry. And then I will take a picture of it as our Happy Mail collage. And that's old Happy Mail. So we're going to put that over there. Let it dry. And then I'm going to show you my Bible first. And I like to okay. Now, let me think. Where is my Bible? It's usually right here. Here it is. Here's my Bible. Now, no disrespect to the Bible. The Bible is a uh, kind of a sacred book. It's a book that uh, we usually don't like to tear our Bibles up or burn them or anything like that. But there's really no right or wrong way to uh, retire a Bible. You can throw them away if they're tattered or old and brittle or whatever. But I've looked into how you're supposed to dispose of Bibles, and there is no way to do it. Now, I do know there's ways to dispose of a flag, and you can have you burn it, and you have a ceremony. You can give it to the Boy Scouts and let them do the ceremony, and that's usually what they do on Flag Day. When you have Flag Day every year, it's a veteran type day, and that is a day when the firemen and the veterans and the Boy Scouts, they all get kind of, they do have ceremonies where they put old tattered flags to rest, and they burn them, but they have a ceremony about it. But the Bible, I've never found any way, right way or wrong way to dispose of an older Bible. Now my grandmother had a Bible, and I kind of wish I kept it, but then I said no, put it in her casket. So she got to take her Bible with her, but she used her Bible and she had a large print. I also have a large print Bible, and this is dedicated to art. It's not no disrespect, but I do try to when I mark in my Bible, when I draw in my Bible, I try to use highlighters and ink tints pencils the most, and you can always see underneath if anything is highlighted. You can always see the writing. So when I draw on my Bibles, I do that, or I use washi tape, and the washi tape so far has never damaged any of the paper. There's a little bit of an oil mark there, but there's no damage from the washi tape. So you can always do flip ends. And I do a lot of that with tapes, and I put the tape on the white part, not on the words, so that I can continue to read in my book. And then these things, I printed out a bunch of these things, and then I colored them. And I used my ink tints pencils, and then I added a little water to it, and it brightens it up. So you'll have to test the type of markers you want to use when you work in your Bible. And I usually take a verse, get a verse, and then I go with what's in the verse to inspire me. And uh, and then I'll take a word out of that verse and draw it if it's an object. So this is onion skin paper. It's thin too. So you have to find a Bible. Now they do sell Bible journals, and you can get them, and they're in thicker paper that you can draw on, and the verses go all the way up to here, and there's a 2-inch border on every page, so you can do a picture border, like a bookmark border, on every single page in your Bible. And now I have other Bibles in here that I can read from and stuff, but this is a study Bible, and it has all of the Bible verses at the top of the page, and then at the bottom it's educational, and it translates it into today's language, English, because it's an old book, it's over 2,000 years old. What are you going to do? So uh so anyway, that is, and then I have things in here that people have made me, and I love. They're precious to me, and I've got a lot of things in here in my Bible, stuck in my Bible, and I've been in this Bible. I've had this Bible for as long as Joe and I've been married. So here's one about judging, and it's the judge, and I drew the gravel, and I can read every word underneath this picture, and that was my goal. And or I can also tip in stuff when I study. And here's one about the 3 chords, making it. Oh, this is the Samson, where he snapped the ropes, and I tried to draw a rope. And here's one about ships, about sailing, and this was probably it's about Moses. And see, when I look at the picture, I can tell you the Bible story it's relating to, and that's another good thing about having a little bit of art. But here is the passage underneath the boat, talking about getting in the boat, and this is in Deuteronomy. So but anyway, it's there's a story about it in here, and here's a story of here over here about just being discouraged, and I've got it highlighted in orange to match this picture here, sailing through discouragement, and uh, and do not be afraid, and that type of thing. Let's see. I'm just going to show you a few things in here. But I had, whenever I do Bible studies at church, and or have circles with the older ladies, I have to really sugarcoat it, because they don't. A lot of the women, older women, they don't believe in destroying the Bible, and I'm not destroying the Bible. It's my Bible that I go to art in and be inspired in, and it helps me. It helps me remember the stories, and um, it helps me be creative in my art. And I can listen to a sermon and say, oh, I can't wait to get home. I'm going to draw something in my Bible. And I'll be writing all over the bulletin, the church bulletin, of all the ideas what I can do with that Bible verse. So I'm going to go back over here and show you a few of my pictures, and this will give you an idea. So this is the word joy. Do not grieve, for the joy of the Lord is your strength. So I did joy there, and I've got these little tabs up there to help me find all of the pretty pictures that I do. And but there's a lot of stuff in here, other stuff. And then here's one about the roots. Um, these are like where the storms and the test, and it's got hardship down in here, and then up here you got the faith and the favor and the fruits and the love and the family are coming out when it's spring, all these buds come out and all the good stuff comes out. But we all have these, and then we have God's hands. And and here's the book of Job, wisdom of life. And I made a little ACT card. So, and then I got these little stencils that to put in here use to draw in my Bible. So here's one. He lives. I know that my Redeemer lives, and that is the Bible, the art for that page. Here's another little art page about the hope and love. Your steadfast love is before my eyes. And this is a tip in, and all the tape is on the white. It's not covering up any of the referrals or the Bible verses. And you start collecting things. And here's one about singing. This is Psalms, and this is a birthday napkin, and I cut the balloons out. Every bit of this is on the white part. And then I had these little stickers from the Dollar Tree. They're real super thin, paper thin stickers. And I put the music notes and the instruments for the singing part, and the balloons and the stars were the napkin, and everything is on the white parts. I love that. And so you could do all kinds of things with your book. And you can draw in the borders, peace. Here's another one, as the deer pants, and it goes down to the water. As the deer pants for the stream of water, my soul, so my soul pants for you. And it's a song. There's a lot of songs that we sing in church that are they come from the Bible. The words come from the Bible. Here are some stickers, and I like to keep stickers on hand in case I need one to mark something. And usually, if there's any kids around and I have my Bible open, they see it and they're attracted to my Bible. And I took it to Sunday school, but there was a lot of people in the church that they thought this was taboo. They thought this was awful. They didn't think that this was right. And that's not what it's about. They missing the point. And these are some more tip ins that I collared and put in. There's love, hearts. And this one is about open your eyes. Open my eyes, and I drew eyes. Can you see the eyes? That was in the beginning when I didn't know I still don't know how to do eyes. And of course, I've got sticky notes in here everywhere, and I got some more your word is a lamp to my feet. So that's right here somewhere, right here. So I've got it in the book to color that, and I can tape it in there right there, glue it in. So it's a work in progress. Here's some more singing. Here's one about the stars. He counts the stars and calls them all by name. This is all done on the white, and then the blue and the stars are done over the verses, but I can read every word. He determines the number of stars and calls them each by name. So that was fun to do. And now this was one of my very first ones that I kind of was experimenting, and I used watercolor paint, and I thought I ruined the page, but I can still read it. But there's a few words that I'd have to guess on what that word is, but not very many. But I can still see through this. But watercolor paints is not your friend. It's more of the Inktense pencils or pens that you want to use, Inktense, and highlighting. And some of your highlights will go through the page, so it depends on your paper. So this is all about trust. There's a pretty bookmark somebody gave me. And this is one about the doors, watching daily by my door. There's a door. There's another door back in here. There's one here about wisdom. And this is all Inktense pencils. So you find a word, and here's the word Jesse, and you will raise a banner for Jesse, and this is the banner that I made, and it's in that day the root of Jesse will stand as a banner, and here's my banner. So that's how I art. I find a word in the Bible verse that we're reading about, and I will highlight the verse and think about, well, I can do a root, and I can do something with Jesse on it, and I can do a banner. So I just drew a banner, a pole with a banner, and you come up with an idea, and that's how you do your Bible art. There's all kinds of videos on it on YouTube where girls do more artistic stuff. I'm more of a crafter. Now here are these little felt stickers, and it talks about the grass withers and the flowers fall. In this Bible verse in Isaiah, and so I've got flowers all the way through here, and they're little stickers, and they're real thin. They're real thin, and this is over a long period of time, years and years. And then of course stickers. You can use stickers, and let's see, there's one about here, obey. Okay, that one's in the makings. Let's go back here. We got Jonah and the whale. So I have little whale stickers around here. And there's my whale, Jonah in the belly of the whale. And this is a tip-in, and it is on the white part. It's not on, it's glued in, but it's not on the paper. And this one is a little bit damaged, but we learn through our little mistakes. So here we have the birth of Jesus in a manger, and we have some more. We've got kings, and I've got the 3 kings here. I haven't done that one. And I did stickers up there for the kings. There's Get Behind Me, Satan. That's in Matthew. So you just start simple. Start simple. You can look for crosses where they talk about a cross, the Lord's Prayer, and I did the praying hands on this one. So I have the praying hands, and it's a tip-in as well. It's on the white glued down on the white and just laying there. So I did the praying hands for that. And this is love. There's the Lord's Prayer. We've got hearts. And we've got, I love the born again one. I got a born again. I've got, you were born again after your baptism. And I've got a dog in a towel that he had, had a bath. So that was representing baptism. I love it. So you can personalize your Bible to yourself. It doesn't have to be about anybody but you. This is all about what you want to do. Here we talk about the shepherd, the good shepherd, and the staff, and the shortest sentence in the word. The shortest sentence is he wept, and I've got that somewhere in here where underlined right here. He wept. The shortest sentence, 2 words. So, and then of course, when I study, I write on the edges and stuff. And this has to do about the oil, ladies. Get your oil. And I did a video. I uploaded a video, and I don't know where it is. It might be on my Facebook group, and it might be in my YouTube channel. But I did a story about washing Jesus's feet with my hair and the oil. It was cute. So here's one about the Bible. We got I believe. So as you can see, I've got a lot more in the back in the New Testament than I do the Old Testament. And I'll see if I can't find the tree of life. That's probably the last one. Here we go, the Lord's Supper. But that woman has long hair, and it is her glory. And so I drew a woman with her long hair. So one body. There's some things to color for that one. There's the body of Christ. We grow. This is how we grow. And this is all about me, and what I like. And you do what you like. And here's the one about the house. Your house. For me and the Lord, we will worship the Lord. For me and my house. And there's light. Oh, this is a lighthouse, and I think it's the light up here. That's the lighthouse. Be a beacon. Be the beacon. God is love. And I got a couple more big ones, and then here's the tree of life. And the door. Knock on the door in the garden, the door in the garden. And then I got some more stencils back here and paper and pens and some things. And then I write down verses that I like. And that's about it. So that's most of it. So again, this is a designated Bible, and it's not done in disrespect. It's done all in love. Oh, they have a chicken quilt on the cover of it. Oh, good. Oh, good. Yeah. The beacon is popular. So I hope that gives you some ideas and encouragement. And again, just pick one Bible that you want to dedicate it to. And you can order a journaling Bible, which has the space on the 2-inch borders on both pages. And you can draw on those borders. And you can find them. Look up Bible journaling in YouTube. And look at what the other girls do. And you can find lessons. And they'll show you how to do the lessons. And just real quickly, I'm going to show you this book. I'll stay over. And yes, it is respect and dedication. It really is. It's not done in it's all good. It's all blessed. And you can't tell me. Well, anyway, okay. So anyway, this book here is a paint along book, and I don't see the date on it, but it says May 2020. And then the last page has, see what the last page is. Oh, I don't see a date on that one. Let's go to the next one. Got pictures back here, but I haven't done the paintings. Well, back in 2020 and July the 28th, okay, of 2020. May to July. So I can write that up here like that. So anyway, this is a paintings that we did, and I would get a picture and then I would paint. And we can do some more of this. I got a new natural habitat book in the mail, and they got really good pictures in it. It's a travel magazine. It is. Thank you, Michelle. And so here's the lion, and I went rogue. I tried to do the lion. I'm not real good with faces, and I'm not real good with snouts, pulling that snout out. But I'm learning. Of course, this was a while back ago, so I had a hard time getting that bear. Uh, it's a 3D thing. It's a 3D. So here's Ozzy. I did real good on this one. I painted all of that in there, and somehow I got it to pop out. Don't ask me how I did it. There's Ozzy. We used to name them all. So here's the panda, and there's my panda, and this is Joe's panda. Joe can draw. Okay. So anyway, this is all done with Q-tips. Q-tips. Then we did a tiger. And then the seals. I had a hard time with the seals. I really did. I painted them and I painted over them 3 times before I went just like this, and then I said that's it. I was trying to do the shadow to the light down to the orangey brown. I was trying to do all that, and I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. So they're over here, but nobody's gonna double that. Nobody's gonna be able to take credit for that mouth right there. He's contrary. That's all there is. And here's the parrot and the sheep. But these are all. You can look on May in May 2020. I have videos where I did each one of these on a video. So there's videos with all of these on there. Just look at the date and go to the date. That date. I tried to draw Nora. So I had Nora in 20. So I wonder if that was my first picture of Nora. So that was probably when we first got her. I think I've got some paperwork in there. I don't remember when we got her. I did a lot of mom pages when mom died. Um, Everybody was so nice and loving to me, and they would let me do a page dedicated to my mom. And I know a lot of people have lost loved ones, and I know I'm not the only one, but and I have lost a lot of loved ones, and I've been with a lot of people because I've done hospice care. and it's special, and I understand. But when I lost my mom, it it took the feet out from under me. It really did. I I, I just couldn't get over it. I couldn't get over it for the longest time. But painting about her and dedicating pages to her helped me along with my mourning. So here's an elephant, and I did this one in pencil, and it took me a while to do it, but I did it, by George. This is the green page. I don't know what it was. Here's the lemur. He was fun to do, and I had a time with his thigh, and I got it. I got it though. I think I got it. I mean, it's very similar, very similar. I fussed over his tail quite a bit. Oh, hi, Light Star. Yeah. Yeah, well, see, that's what happened to us too. It was during COVID, and so we didn't have a funeral for my mom, and so we we cremated her and put her in the jar and um, put her on the mantle in our house, and uh, it was hard. It was hard. It was one day at a time, Michelle. And but arting was great because I have other art books where I would do like a happy mail page and dedicate it with mom, or I would print out a mom poem or something about mothers and daughters or whatever. And I just arted through it, and did just art. I mean, it wasn't the fact that I was with her. It wasn't the physical part of witnessing the pleasure of her passing, which was a gift to be able to do that. And it wasn't that bothered me. It was the fact that I couldn't call her anymore. It was the fact that I couldn't go over and see her anymore. And and I didn't realize that I still had apron strings. I just didn't realize it till after she was gone. She was my she was my rock. She was my hero. She was my best friend. I could always go to my mom. And but the best part is to remember all the good things now. After I got over that, I had to get up and get started and do something. And but it took several years. It wasn't done in 1 year. It took several years. And it's okay. It's okay to take that long. This was so fun. I did a paper piece of it, and I think I did it again. I did it over here. I guess that's it. And I thought it was. I like doing paper piecing. This is paint, and this is papers. But uh, and you have to also realize um, um, that they're around you. Your parents, your loved ones, they're around you. They're your guardian angels. And I had somebody had to tell me that it was like 4 or 5 years afterwards, and they said your mother is your guardian angel. She sees everything you're doing. She's watching you. And I thought, okay, okay, that makes me feel a little bit better, because she's and see, she loved, from I could take my book over to mom's and she would look at every page, and I could take it to Joe and he would go, okay, that's good, that's all right, honey. He's a man, but mother was proud of me, and she says, I know you're online. She goes, I see you. And she does her hands like this, and because that's the way I talk on the camera. And but anyway, she sees me from a different area now. But this turned out real good. The turtle turned out good. But it does. It takes time. There's some Zentangling. Kind of mind-boggling. But we did it. Here's a koala bear. This was done by Joe, and this was done by me. Sometimes I did real good, and sometimes I did real bad. So it doesn't matter. How Brian? That's wonderful, Brian. My brother's survived cancer too. He's going on 15 years, over 15 years. Survivor. He still has it. He still takes treatment. He goes in every week and he goes in every month and get blood work and they do the drip things on him. He's on experimental drugs, but he's surviving. So here's the kitty cat section. We did several cats. These were a calendar, and I tried to do them. We had fun doing them. We did. We had fun. Now here's a Zentangle that I think Teresa did this. See if I see her name on it. I don't know if I did it or Teresa did it, but Teresa's done some Zentangling, and she's inspired me because she can do it real good. And I don't know, I don't remember if this was hers or mine. Nope, it's got her name on the back. It was Teresa's. Thank you, Teresa. So anyway, I did the cat, and then on the background, I made a pies. I made all the pies, triangles, and I entangled in each one of them with my doodle cards. And over here, I used scrapbooking paper around the cat. We're creative. And here, I don't think I did any more pictures back here. We've got the pictures to do it, but we got too busy doing something else, and I never did get back to this book. So maybe I'll leave this out. Here's the raccoons. We did the raccoons. And I drawed the bear, just haven't colored him. So, and here we did what do you call shadow puppeting, hand puppets, shadow puppets. Well, Cheryl sent me, she might have sent me this paper, or she sent me something about it. So I did shadow puppets, and this is the bunny, and I laid my hand down and traced it. And this is how you do the shadow of it. And that's how I drew that, my hand. And the same thing with the dog. You this is your dog, like this, and this is the mouth, and then his ears. So here we go. We did somebody's here, a cat and a dog laying together, and that turned out pretty good. There's a lot of good features that I did that to capture it. And here's the horse. Horses are hard. Horses are hard. Here's my butterfly. And here's some birds. This bird here. They did pretty good. Just got to keep trying. And here I got the water, and here are the dolphins. But I never didn't get the dolphins over here yet. But I did this in another book, with watercolor, I think. So I've got some more pictures that I need to go back and do. We did the manatees. And they turned out cute. They're cartoonish. Well, anyway, it's almost 9:30, so I'm gonna quit. There's nothing. I don't think there's anything else back here. I keep saying that, and then I find something. No, the butterfly was the last page, and then I've got more pictures here. I should get these out and start doing them. Maybe I'll think about that for next week. So anyway, there you go, guys. Thank you all for hanging out with me and sticking with me. And welcome some of the new guys. Thank you, Light Star. Thanks for coming in. And so that's great. I'm glad you're all sharing with each other. Thank you so much. Thank you. And I'll be back on Tuesday. So nice meeting you too. Come back. I stream on Tuesdays and Thursdays and Saturdays at 6 o'clock every week. And we are in a great arting community. We have a great arting community, and we follow each other around. So there's a lot of girls that stream in here, and there's a lot of people where we hang out in their rooms, the art rooms. So I'm going to say good night, and I thank you all. You all have a good rest of the weekend.